Founded in 1979 by the Bic family of Bic pen fame, Bic Sport grew from a passion for water sports and world-renowned expertise in sustainable manufacturing. Visit bicsport.com and learn more about our full range of water sports products. With over 745 miles of shoreline, Table Rock Lake is a popular draw to the nearby city of Branson, Missouri. And no one knows these waters better than local girl and Bic Pro SUP team rider, Jodelle Fitzwater.
I am a fitness trainer, basically. I'm a personal trainer, a yoga instructor, lots of different titles, all fun and all having to do with health and wellness and fitness. At 17, I lost my mom to stomach cancer, and when I lost her, it became my mission to figure out how to help people stay well so that some other girl wouldn't have to lose her mom. When I was 23, I lost my dad to heart disease and alcoholism, and so that was just another confirmation that I needed to get the word out about how to be healthy, how to move, what works for your body might not necessarily work for somebody else. So I began getting certifications and learning and researching everything on my own. I was just hungry for knowledge so that I could potentially prevent someone else from dying too early. And I got a yoga video for the first time and I was just like, what's this all about? So I popped the yoga video in, I fell head over heels right away, and I was like, I have to keep doing this. So yoga led me into personal training, yoga led me into learning about nutrition. Yoga made me want to be a better person and help others live a better life as well. Please try again. Please try again. I used to go to Hawaii and California just randomly to longboard surf. I just, living in the Midwest, you can't chase waves other than wake surfing, which I did here. But eventually you just kind of want to see what the ocean's all about. So I'd travel and go explore that part of the world. And one time when I was in Hawaii, I saw the stand-up boards on the shore, and I was like, what's that all about? So I grabbed a board, I took it out, and the instant I stood up on the board, I was like, you know that high that you get when you stand in the wave and you're longboarding or you're surfing or whatever, and you stand up and it's that euphoric high of standing? Well, you're standing all the time on the board when you're doing stand-up paddling. So it's like you're constantly going, this feels amazing. Try that shit, but it's just gonna say, please try again. Please try again. One day while I was paddling on my lake, I was like, there's no reason this couldn't be my gym. And I just started trying new things, trying yoga, trying boot camp exercises, and thought it was the funnest thing in the world because you're on the water, you're getting vitamin D and fresh air, and you're out in nature working out. And the board is your gym and your body's the machine. So I just thought that was totally cool. I'll come down to my dock and do yoga, and I'll do yoga in a really pretty studio or something, but I found that doing yoga on the stand-up board has enlivened, if you will, my yoga practice in a studio, because sometimes you get a little lax, a little lazy in your poses when you're on land because you can do it without activating certain muscles. But when you're on that board, unless you want to fall in the drink, you have to activate muscles that you didn't know you should be using. And I've had other yoga instructors come out with me and they go, wow, my yoga, I didn't realize I wasn't using my inner thighs, and I know now I have to be using it. The board kind of teaches you where you're lacking, because there's so many things that are going on. You're just trying to stand, basically, but then you add all these elements of posing and movement, and it becomes a whole different world.
Baby, let's go home. Baby, let's go home.
As part of a growing population of stand-up paddleboarders in the Midwest, Jodelle's been an active promoter of the sport in her area, encouraging others to take to the water and explore the beautiful waterways the region has to offer.
The paddling community hasn't built up a lot here. I'm working on that. I was the first one to start teaching here. I'm just trying to grow the community. I'm trying to get sup paddle parties going to where, like, sup in a cup where we paddle to breakfast, foliage tours where we paddle around during the fall months and watch the leaves change. Sup in a cup, that is something I came up with because I love breakfast and I love coffee, and so I thought, why not just paddle to breakfast? There's a lovely floating cafe called Indian Point Floating Cafe, and it takes about an hour to paddle there. You have a nice breakfast, have a cup of joe, and then paddle back. And it's fun. Anytime you combine food with an activity, people usually jump on board. So on board, literally. We live in kind of a lake mecca. There's all kinds of different lakes in the area. One of them would be Lake Taneycomo, which is in Branson. And it kind of goes behind like a major shopping center. So you can paddle and see like a fire show and a music show that's going on while you're paddling.
I didn't really picture me, 'cause I'm full of holes that I can't see, and she sees right through me. Baby, let's go home.
Surfing to me is that, like I said, that high when you're standing on the board and you're catching a wave. So yeah, maybe there's not a wave involved, but you still get that feeling of I'm standing on water. I'm in nature, I'm standing up on the water, I've got the world around me and the sea below me or the lake below me, and I just think there's something to that. It's just, you can't have a bad day when you're going for a paddle, just like you can't have a bad day if you get to go get a surf session in.
Visit bicsup.com and check out the full range of stand-up paddleboards, paddles, and accessories.